everyone, this is Robin Cavallaro with 3max1, and I'm with Terry Cooch of TLC Organizations and Staging. I'm sorry, y'all know me, I messed up. And Steve Spence with
Prevail Sports.
Thank you for bailing me out.
You're welcome.
So, all right, look, let's be realistic. Right now, people are looking for more in a house than just a house. It has to be your home office. It has to be your gym. It has to be a place for your little darlings to do school. Thank you, God, mine are grown. But it also has to be a place to entertain with your friends because it's tough going out. You know, it's only 50% at restaurants and bars. And it's really not fun wearing this because if I wear this at the gym, I will die. I have asthma. So I know, go ahead, fill up the feed with what I can wear instead. So the agent for this house, we're over in Arnold, and it is super cute, but I apologize up front. It's already under contract. She was kind enough to let Terry show off what she did for staging, and Steve has some input too with the exercise room, which is what we're in. So what did you do for this part?
For this particular room?
Yeah.
So, even though...
Well, for the whole house,
For the whole
because you
house.
did the whole house and the pool. This one has a super cute pool too with a pool house. So
It was fun
if
doing
it
that pool
falls
house.
through, hit me up. I'll hook you up.
It was fun doing that pool house, and there was a reason we did the pool house and the gym and the home office, and it's because staging has changed so much since the beginning of COVID. And now, instead of selling the amount of bedrooms that you need and the living space that you need, you have to make sure that a family knows that they can fit in the house and enjoy the house and be comfortable in the house. Because there's so many things that the house needs to provide now, well, just as you were saying. So now it has to be a gym.
And we're even seeing that with, sorry, I'm not even in the video mode. We're even seeing that with singles, couples, the aging ones, or empty nesters that, so close to it, so close. Brent, you're almost out, babe. Love you. But the empty nesters, we're seeing that across the board with everyone who's buying a house. So it's not just families right now.
Mm-hmm. Well, the empty nesters want to have their families come and visit. They want to them to have fun. I'm grandma. I've got grandkids visiting, and it's more about being at home instead of going off and entertaining them elsewhere. We are definitely entertaining them at the home, and they need to fit and have fun.
And I saw you turn one of the extra bedrooms upstairs into a super cute office. So you can shut the door, get your work done, and not stress over driving to the office.
So it's really important too, because I've seen people like turn a closet into a home office, and I said, you have to present an office now as a place that is going to be where they can be productive, where they can really be functional, and where they can imagine themselves being in all day, every day, for the next year, 2 years. I mean, this could be a long term change in people's lives.
Well, and I did a little bitty poll on my Facebook page, on my private one, which isn't so private. And overwhelmingly, people are saying they don't want to go back to the office. They're happy working from home, or they want to do a hybrid where it's like 3 or 4 days at home and 1 day or 2 days in the office. So I'm thinking this is going to become the norm. And Steve, we wanted you here today too, because the other norm is going to the gym.
Yeah.
It's hard. I've lost my personal trainer. Allie, miss you.
Miss you too, Allie.
But what are some things that people can do at home to work out and save the money?
Yeah, so first of all, I've known Terry for a long time. She's an amazing stager. We have 4 offices now at my home. My wife's a teacher, so we changed the front room into an office. Each kid has an office, and I have my office downstairs. So we have Verizon out today getting faster internet and all that so that we can all be on streaming at the same time. But I started a new company called Prevail Sports with 3 of my partners, and essentially it's an online health, wellness, and sports program. So if you're in a beautiful room like this that's staged, we have yoga class on Mondays and Thursdays with a great yoga instructor, Jesse Hill. We've got Fight Fitness on Fridays in the evening with Phil Whitelock. But with my, I have 2 younger children, unlike you. I know you almost have one leaving. Yeah, I've got an 11 and a 9-year-old, and just like many of us out there, and so I want them to be doing something other than being on their devices. So we also have running. I'm the running coach for Prevail. I do 3 runs a week, Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday. I run from 11:45 to 12:15 on Mondays and Wednesdays. It's the lunchtime that school kids in Anne Arundel County Public Schools have off. So they can do that as kind of a brain break if you want during that lunchtime.
Or recess.
And just get into recess.
So it's for kids?
So we're a sports program for everyone. So it's a family subscription. It only costs $10 a month. That's it. So for $10 a month, your whole family can have access to it. So we have all those live workouts, including 4 lacrosse trainers and 4 football trainers for youth and high school kids. But it's $10 for the month. It gives you everything. We're working with the Major Lacrosse League to bring in some players. We have a life coach that's coming into play.
Cool.
We're trying to get into the corporate wellness program as well, so we encompass everybody. So Prevail Sports Athletes, they don't have an age or body type. We are for everybody.
That's pretty awesome.
Wow.
Yeah.
So because I looked at some of these fitness things that are like $2,000-$3,000 to put in my corner, and I will admit it would become a coat rack. Okay, let's be honest here. I still bond with my treadmill every now and then, but only when it sends me letters to tell me it misses me and guilts me into it. So I've started setting up a corner in my basement where I can work out.
Yeah.
What are some easy, and I do mean easy, inexpensive things that people can bring into their house that you're not going to be breaking the bank? Because with everything else going on, finances are tight for a lot of people.
Yeah.
So your classes are incredibly expensive. I'm grateful for that. But what are some easy things that people can do other than toss out a yoga mat and
for us, it's yoga mat, yoga block, right? For
Okay.
Fight Fitness, there's not a lot to it. He might introduce like light weights every once in a while, but not much. And then we have a Prevail Sports wish list on our Amazon account where you can go and it's just, for $35 you can get a speed and agility ladder with cones and things like that for the kids.
No, that's not that
So they can go outside and do that for real cheap. So yeah.
So that's pretty cheap, and then we can send the kids outside where they need the exercise,
Absolutely.
they need to be entertained, and let's be honest, I would be out there with them too.
Yeah.
Because
I'm there with my son.
when my kids were little, I was doing everything with them, which is why I have certain injuries and permanent bruises because I forget I'm as old as I am. So
I had a speed workout today from 11:45 to 12:15 and my hamstrings hurting a little bit, not gonna lie.
Steve,
Yeah.
I don't understand how you're exercising outside. How are people following you?
Yeah, so we have our phones with us. I have a phone on my wrist, tied to my wrist, and I talk to him, and when I'm running I'll turn off the camera on Zoom, and when I want to talk to him I'll turn my camera on so they can see me and I can say motivational things and stuff like that.
Sweet.
All right.
So Terry, like we talked about before, staging is 180 degrees different than it was back in the spring.
Mm-hmm.
What aside from the home office and the gym, what are some other things that you're bringing in?
Well, just things like Amazon packages. So people have a place for package processing. That's
So
an
true.
all new concept. People have been hiring,
So true.
I've almost given the UPS guy my garage code.
Yeah.
That's
Oh
how
my-
bad it is at my house. So just keep that in mind.
So, but once COVID started, then suddenly the front hall is just like loaded
Yeah.
up. So I do like to show package processing sometimes. I like to show that mom can get away. The kids are home all the time. To have a relaxing place for mom to be is important. I love to show games
gaming,
around
right?
the house.
And that's something my son and I have been doing so much. If you've ever watched the thing on Facebook, he crushes me like a bug in checkers and Risk. But I've learned how to beat him in backgammon, so I got that one going for me. Everything else, nope. He wins. And I don't let him either.
I like backgammon, and so I'll often put a backgammon on a coffee table.
No, we had
All
to
spread out like it's being played.
I had to YouTube to figure out how to play it. Yeah, so I got it now. But the other part is, let me ask you a blunt question. And I know a lot of my sellers ask this too. A lot of agents are thinking it. We're in the hottest market I have seen ever. And I started in 07 right after the crash. What's the benefit to staging a house when in some cases we've got multiple offers within hours?
Well, I've been asking realtors that.
Mhm.
Because somebody did put that to me, and I was like, oh, I don't know. So the answers that I got from top realtors, one was it reflects you as an agent, how the house looks. So you never want the house to not reflect your professionalism. So that's one. But also, you're going to get the absolute best offer. You're going to have multiple offers. And they're going over asking price. The most offers I've had on day one have been 5 offers. Pretty much, and I'm just like all the realtors are saying, everything's going, but it's those multiple offers given that highest dollar.
And I have to agree with you, because the houses that I've listed that move in ready, everything's crisp, clean, amazing. I've got one under contract right now in Huntington. We put it on the market at 6 o'clock at night. By 1 o'clock the next day, my seller said cut it off, canceled all the rest of her showings. We had 5 offers in hand, went well above asking. Same thing happened with one house in my neighborhood. We started allowing showings around 3 o'clock in the afternoon. By 8 o'clock, we had an offer, and because it's close, I can say this. We had one offer that went $53,000 over where we started.
That's awesome.
My neighbors
That pays
loved
for
I
saying
bet you
that
they were
one.
happy.
That pays for the staging, for sure.
And my seller said, cancel all the showings tomorrow. We're taking this one. They signed it. We were under contract.
That's awesome.
And so the way the house, and I've had some sellers say to me, they're thinking about selling their house, like, we don't have to do anything, people will buy it. I'm like, no, this is not 05 when people, and 06 when people would pay top dollar for a cardboard box. Buyers are still being picky. They
Expectations
want,
have changed.
exactly, they want a house that they fit in, whether it's one of them or 10 of them moving in, that they have the outside entertainment area, possibly room for a pool. They have a room to exercise in. They have a room for them to work from home in. Nobody cares anymore about the living room and the dining room. Those are now the new home office and the new virtual school.
My house.
School for sure.
But they want the big area that family can hang out in. And again, that's why Atlas Carpet, love you too. You're getting ready to put new floor in my basement so that I can now have the more entertainment space in my house to hang out with my friends instead of having to go to the bars. But anyway, I greatly appreciate y'all hanging out with me
Thank you.
and talk about this, because you both do an amazing job.
Thank you.
And I greatly appreciate it. So,
We appreciate you.
yeah. And if you have any questions, hit them up. They will take care of you. Again, Steve Spence with
Prevail Sports.
Prevail. I keep
Prevail
messing up.
Sports, not prevailsports.com.
Yeah.
Prevail-sports.com.
And Terry Cooch of
TLC
TLC.
Home.
TLC.
And I'm Robin Cavallaro, 3 Max 1. Thanks
Thanks,
you.
everybody.